Hello, people. It is Wednesday, March the 4th, 2025. Here in my house, in my parlor, in Hollywood, California, where I live and have lived for 31 years. So today is a special day for me and for my bestie back home, Lonnie Wright, because 37 years ago, we'll say this, 36 years ago, he and I celebrated our first full year of not having a drink, of being sober and not drinking anymore. And it was wonderful. So that has been 37 years of not doing it. Just not doing it. And you know what? I am really lucky because after I made it through that initial part, I have never wanted to go back. So I'm really lucky. And I think that my God, because I do believe that we all have a God of our own understanding. That's just what I think, and I don't care what you believe. That's what I think, and I think that mine is gentle to me, and I think that he put me in the right place at the right time to stop with the drinking and everything before it got so bad. And sometimes it still got bad, but it wasn't because of drinking or anything. It was just being young, striking out on your own in business world, and trying to make a living, pay the rent, pay the taxes, all that shit that we have to go through. People forget that. They're like, oh, he's a big artist. He makes all kinds of fun and he never has to do anything he doesn't want to. Let me tell you something. The IRS doesn't give a shit if you're an artist or if you collect nickels. If you collect nickels with a cup on the corner of the 7-Eleven up here, the IRS will find you and they will tell you that you're in trouble. So anyway, I don't even know how I got on that. I don't know how I got on that. I have an ongoing dance that I do with the Internal Revenue Service. Sometimes it's this, sometimes it's that. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. So, 37 years. The reason that we actually, okay, I'm not doing this to say we were actually better than that. No. I think that we got sober sometime in January, right? But I was on an extended stay project in Nashville when when our time to celebrate, which we said, oh, we'll celebrate at that time when we have a year. And I was in Nashville, so I said, what are we going to do? And he said, just don't sweat it. We'll do it really nicely when I get back. And when I got back, we had a nice little celebration, and he had a little cake and had 2 grooms on it. Lonnie and I were not romantically involved or life partners. Well, we've kind of always been life partners, but you know what I mean. We weren't romantically involved. It wasn't 2 grooms. It was just 2 handsome young men in white tuxedos standing on the cake to celebrate that they had not had a drink in a year. So anyway, it was poetic for me that day that I got back and we celebrated happened to be on March the 4th, because March 4th, 1970, my sweet paternal grandmother, Mary Joyce Oldham Beam Gritton, died in her home of what they called the alcoholic bleed out. It's called, it's an esophageal hemorrhage. It has another name, C-A-R-I. It just seems weird to call it. So we always said she died of the bleed out, which is just really, that's it. It's over. So it's Wednesday, the 4th, 1970, we'd gone home from school. It was about 5:45. We were getting ready for a steak dinner on a Wednesday night and pretty happy because Nanny and the professor was going to be shown on that night instead of its usual night. So it's like, oh, this is, sweet. And Mom had the steaks in the oven, getting them properly broiled to death the way that we always ate them back then, because you would take it and you would put it under the broiler, and then you would leave it there until all the meat inside of it was gray and the consistency of like driftwood, and the outside, you'll know it's done when it curls up on itself and goes back in, and then all of the little delicious fat parts that I normally love, they would be actually cinders hanging on. Just trying to be funny. The front doorbell rang. And while we were preparing for dinner, and my older sister Tony, who was a teenager at the time, went to open the door. We didn't think anything of it. And then we heard this whoop. And we thought it was something great, like someone we loved had shown up to surprise us or something. But when we ran in there to see, it wasn't a whoop. It was the sound of my sister breaking down because my Uncle Terry was at the door to tell us that our grandma had died. And we lived very near her. And if we were in a city, it would just be like around the block. So he said, Sam, go with me, please. So what had happened was, my grandma did not drink all the time. She was a binge drinker. I'm not going to say that she didn't drink most of the time. I don't think she did, though, when I was a little kid. I never really witnessed her drunk. Never, ever really, truly witnessed her drunk. She would, on Saturdays, she might have a beer or two while we were there. I don't know. But her problem, she didn't, hard liquor wasn't good on her. And I don't know, once or twice a year, she'd get on a jag drinking, I don't know, whiskey? I don't know what it was she drank, but it was hard, and it was hard enough to destroy her body over the years. So it was really wonderful for me to celebrate my birthday on March the 4th, the day that my grandma died. And on that first birthday, I said, I have broken this family cycle. And maybe I have. I don't know. There's always going to be a little generation that wants to come up that's got to try things and hold on to things and just like, I can't do it without this. I need this right here. Oh, I need to let it go. It doesn't matter. Do what you want. I want to not drink. I want to just be here and be an old man who doesn't drink, who doesn't also go around preaching about it, who doesn't think that I'm better than anybody else. That's who I want to be. It's so not a part of my life now. And I used to tell, and they go, oh, honey, I can't believe, I don't even tell people anymore. I'm just like, oh, no, I don't drink. And I could have it, like, around me in this house, and I would just laugh at it when I went by. I get, like, one bottle of vodka every 6 years. Omar likes a vodka drink on Christmas Eve, and he likes a vodka drink on New Year's Eve, and there might be one or two other people here who like a vodka drink. And it's gone. Anyway, it never ever has occurred to me to go in there. I thought, oh, I could drink this beer. So I'm grateful. That's what I'm saying. I'm grateful today. Not everybody got this. You know, I could be dead easily, or I could be, you know, going in every few weeks for them to siphon the siphon the fluid off my liver. Maybe I would be doing that. And it's like every 2 weeks, like a liter out of the liver. That's kind of how it goes for people who don't stop drinking. And then it's funny because they don't tell you that they're like, I don't know what happened. I've got cirrhosis of the liver. I've never done a thing. Have you been drinking? No, I don't drink. I mean, maybe a beer every now and then. Honey, you drank enough to get cirrhosis of the goddamn liver. Get sober. Talk to you later. This is my birthday. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to end up on that note. I'm just so happy that I don't have cirrhosis. There's a really good chance that I'm not going to die of esophageal hemorrhaging. I'll die of something just as creepy. That won't be it. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you, Lonnie. Not really birthday, just day of, like, sobriety, right? Yeah, the day that we said we're not going to drink no more. What is this? Anyway, this is music that I performed and recorded while I was busy in 2014, while I was busy working on Clifton's Republic in downtown LA, doing the largest and most historic murals of my life. They will be protected for all of eternity in a beloved downtown business establishment that has been there since 1919, and they're absolutely protected. So I don't have to worry about somebody going, let's open a fish restaurant and paint all this beauty out. God, let's do it, and then let's just make the walls look like they were rolled in Cheetos and dung because it's orange and brown. Sponge treatment, it's coming back. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I don't care. I'm on a spazzo. This is Tuesday. This is my sobriety birthday, so I can say and do what I want. And look, this is me. This is me when I recorded myself the first time. I learned how to play Smile, which y'all really like. week or so ago when I did it for you. Anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I am so excited because I'm on a new painting that I don't want to ruin it, but I think it's going to be like a Valentine. It's going to be so sweet. It's going to be like a Valentine to the person who will receive it and love it for the rest of their lives. And that is what being an artist is all about. And that is what not being drunk is all about. Oh, wait, another thing about my grandma. This was a thing she loved, and she told the story till the day she died. She was a very attentive grandmother, and she would have tea parties with you. And I was a boy, but she had tea parties with me too. And she had little china cups and stuff. And she'd say, okay, here we go. What can I fix you today, Mr. Sammy? She said, you want whiskey? And I said, no. And she said, well, do you drink wine? I said, no. She said, okay, beer it is. I said, no, Grandma. And she said, well, you don't drink whiskey, you don't drink wine, you don't drink beer. What the hell do you drink, child? Just jokingly. And I said, I drink water, Grandma. She thought that was hilarious. Now, we got to go back. I was 4, so it was pretty hilarious. I was a cute little 4-year-old kid. My head has been the size since the day I was born. There's a baby picture of me with my friend Mary Wakefield, who was a big woman. I mean, she had large bones. She was, and she was about maybe 40 when I was born. And there's a picture of her with me on her lap, and my head is as big as her head in the picture. I had the same size head as a largish 40-year-old woman. So anyway, I don't mean that to detract from her, because she was lovely. Nobody ever didn't love her. She was a splendid person. Okay, and I will leave you here at 11 minutes and 57 seconds with this delightful little version of Avalon, which is on the island of Catalina. This is a very soft shoe version that I did. I think it's sweet. I don't care. I'll let y'all go. I will probably won't be eating no cake though today. We used to like cake, but I can't. I'm not with anybody today. It's fine. I'm here. I'm not accepting. I don't want to be I don't want adulation. I'm just a guy that just didn't drink no more. I love you. Have a great day.